and welcome back to Pyrite Heart. I almost said seduce me the other but in the last episode we started off, and I'm playing this blind, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm just playing it because it's fun. And we are Irie, spoiled princess in a normal school, and we're trying to show Ryu, the class president, that she's gonna be taking over, I guess. And we have a little help from Kenta, despite not wanting it. And we're about to leave to go to history, or leave math class, or whatever class we're in. I already know this, so I'm going to go take a walk. I'll be back for history. Suddenly, class breaks out laughing, and the teacher is shaking her head with dismay.
Irene, while that may have been acceptable at your old school, here you must stay until the end of the lesson.
That's a waste of time.
Sit down, Irene.
I recognize that tone. Same tone that the lady in waiting takes with me when she wants to disagree with me. So some common teacher thinks she can order me around?
Have a good day. If you do not sit down, I'm going to have to send you to the principal's office.
And just like the lady in waiting, she plays her higher authority card. This is so aggravating. I don't want to be here. The thought catches me off guard. No, I do want to be here. I need to beat my brother. I can't walk out and let him win this. Slowly, I lower myself back into my seat. You win this round, teacher. I try to focus on my textbook, but the quiet chatter around me is breaking my concentration. Can you believe her?
She's such a weirdo.
Who does she think she is? Since impudent peasants. If they knew who I was, they wouldn't even think about saying those nasty whispers. They'd pay their reverence. It's because of everything I've done, right? My status as a legend, not because I'm royalty. That was just the icing on the cake of the wonderful that is me. Do servants think this way? Does my brother think of me as a weirdo? I skipped lots of lessons with him. I do my best to tune them out and focus on my study, even if it was worthless to me. Another cloud. Lunch rolls around again, leaving me with tuna and a feeling of melancholy. I'd consider checking out the cafeteria, but I don't want to go anywhere near those rude plebs. The classroom's nearly empty again today, leaving me sharing my lunch with the one guy I'd rather avoid. What is it today? You're interested? Ooh, he's blushing. That's silence is just grating. So you fall back to the blurting random things out to plan again, huh? Are you feeling alright? You acted different from me yesterday. I guess I'm just under the weather today. You look like someone ran over your kitten. I gave a nonchalant shrug, trying to pretend to show my usual airs. I'm not going to show a single moment of weakness to my rival. I never thought that the heroic princess would show languor in front of her rival. What did you just call me? Rumor has it that you're our brave and brazen princess. Considering how timid you're acting, I can tell it was hyped up. Who told you that? A friend of mine named Kenta. I'm going to kill him next time I see him. I told him not to breathe a word. So it's true. And this is the best show a member of the Imperial family can make? Are you mocking me? I am. I was expecting a real challenge from you, but the first time things didn't go your way, you break down. What's going to happen tomorrow when I crush you in history? in your dreams. I'm starting to see why Kenta wants to go to college instead and stay a servant to you. He's not going anywhere. So you don't know your own servants either. That pushes words on my mind. I'll bother Kenta for a meaning to them later. But right now I need to knock Rio down a peg. I'm going to win this contest, hands down. You think you could compete with me? Of course I can. I'll crush you. That's better. Huh? You're looking a lot more lively. I was worried. You want to get defeated that badly? Bring it. I'm going to win this. Then you'd better be prepared. Yeah, then you'd better prepare, because I certainly will have. The haze of this morning has lifted. He's right. I just can't sit here and waste time. However, there's one thing I need to do first. Kenta, that backstabbing traitor! Hey, Irie! I don't bother greeting him. I stride up, snap my hand back, and slap him with all my might. The noise echoes in the library. You backstabbing! How? How could you ignore everything I asked you and tell him who I am? I trusted you, you jerk! What kind of servant does that? Jerk, jerk, jerk! Irie? Calling me my lady in public is one thing, but you told him! Kenta drops to his knee and bows his head. I did not mean to cause you pain, my lady. I was only doing what I thought was best. What you thought was best? For who? You don't care at all. My rage is rapidly dwindling, leaving a sharp stab of pain as I stare upon the bright red mark that my unexpected attack left. Please forgive me, my lady. Kenta. I hurt him. I hit the one loyal servant I've ever had. I beg your forgiveness, my lady. I'm sorry. I have betrayed your trust. There's nothing I can do to redeem myself, my lady. Irie. Huh? Huh? I told you to call me Irie. I sit down on the wood benches. I can't look him in the eye anymore. I was supposed to just chastise him, but when I saw him happy, I just lost control. After a few moments, he rises and sits down next to me. I really am sorry, Irie. I told him because he was asking about you. How did he know? We've been friends for a long time. I told him stories about you, and Rio put it together. He's pretty smart, isn't he? Totally. He reminds me a lot of you. I've always wanted to introduce you to him, but your father would never permit a commoner on the grounds. This was a great chance. I always wondered who would beat whom in a battle of wits. Who do you think's gonna win? That's easy. My money's on you, Irie. You better not prove me wrong. But don't forget, it is just a contest. Take it easy so I don't have to worry about you. I've got to get back to the class, or the other guys will start looking for me. See ya! Thanks, Kenta. No problem. Wait, Kenta, what is this about you leaving my service? Oh, yeah. I'll talk with you later about that. See ya, Irie. Kenta is planning on leaving me? I must have misheard him. There's no way he would. That makes me feel a little worse, a little less focused. I need to start planning and preparing for Friday. Then there's tomorrow's test. Rio and his insults are not going to be easy to ignore. Friend of Kenta's or not, I shouldn't take that one lying down. But focusing my strength for Friday. Priorities. Blue! Wednesday, day of the first true challenge. Today we are playing a Jeopardy game for history. I look across the classroom and see my rival, smiling at me warmly. Keep grinning, Ryu. I'm going to show you what this Imperial Princess can do. Gonna lead us to...
Gonna lead us to the princess school.
Of course.
Good luck against Rio. You're gonna do it.
Luck is nothing more than a preparation prepared with skill. I got both.
Jeez, hostess.
Quiet down, I'm trying to study. I can hear them going back to their whispers about me, but I'm not going to let them get to me today. No, not while he's looking so smug on the other side of the class.
Who will be the first person to go for the blue team?
I gave a voice to the teacher. I will, Miss Kohler.
And red team?
Go for it, Irie. You can take it.
Nobody else brave enough to try?
Nobody else is stupid enough.
So the smartest person to challenge him has to be stupid. That sort of illogical fallacy is why I should be the person to take this challenge.
I've heard it.
Is the blue team ready?
Of course.
Is the red team ready?
I give Ryu a wild grin. I haven't forgotten the math test. I'm going to win this.
I'm ready. Then please step forward.
I walk up to the podium and look at my rival next to me. I've got a bet for you, Irie. Something to make this contest a little more interesting. What do you have in mind? Since you're so confident you're going to beat me, let's have a wager. If I win, you have to be my personal servant for one day and wear a maid outfit. If you win, I have to do the same. With a maid outfit? That would be the best way to bring you down a peg. With a butler outfit. I did think he would make a handsome minion. And the books all say the best way to defeat your opponent is to make him yours. But the words of Kentis from yesterday come sounding true. This sort of reckless bet is the type of thing that would make him worry. Other than humiliating my rival, I don't get anything out of this. I'd be shamed for life if I had to wear a maid outfit and serve it, even for but a day. The teacher is about ready to start. I need to make this quick. Except, bring it.
Let's start.
The first question, of course, goes to me. It was some weak thing about which countries were part of the Axis powers. Duh. What should have been a slaughter turns into a neck-and-neck competition. Despite my tips and pointers, several people on my team are complete idiots. I wish I could have just taken every single question and let them out of it. From the glares they are giving me, I think they'd all be for that plan. By the final questions, we are perfectly even. We entered the tiebreaker round where I can soundly crush Ryu once and for all. You better know of a good place that fits a tux. There's a maid outfit in the drama department that's just your size. I'll get them to lend it to you. Confidence is your weakness. I could say the same thing to you.
And the final question is this.
I'm ready.
Who's the first to use the term Axis? Who first used the term Axis to describe a military alliance during World War II?
I don't remember this. I don't remember that one being in the material. Cross it. I need to dedicate sight quickly before Ryu beats it to me. Think, Irie, think! Oh my god. Wait, I can look it up. Give me a few seconds. I actually want to Let me pull that up. Oh, who was it? Who was it? Who was it? Please, 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 please! I actually want to get this right, so... I know this is cheating, but I didn't say anything. Okay. Okay. Benito Mussolini. The correct answer is Benito Mussolini. Correct!
Red team wins.
You put up a good fight, Rio, but justice is won out. Good job, Irie. I just took a little too long to think that one over. I had to be quick. I knew you were just nanoseconds away from answering. I concede. I shall meet you at your house tomorrow in a butler outfit. I'll be waiting. I got my history lesson. I had to think. This is so awesome. I did it. I brought down the Titan. It was expected that after how much studying I had to do the previous 2 nights. All those exhausting hours of reading paid off with me finally able to embarrass Ryu. This is a great victory. But I always know that time focused on bringing him down here that I hadn't had any time to practice cooking. I'm still setting myself up for failure. But I won. That's what matters. No, you still got time, Irie. Tonight is a night of victory. I can go home with my head held high with pride. Why am I turning into a boy's voice? No! Don't you dare leave me. Ooh, pretty blue sky. Ooh, nice. As I button up the black and gold uniform jacket, I can't help but feel today is going to be a good day. Do I really believe that Ryu was going to show up to class in a butler costume and wait on me today? No, I don't think either of us took that seriously. It's a shame, though. I wanted to see what he'd be like with his messy hair slicked back and his uniform not so wrinkly. I have to take a picture of that. Would you like anything to eat before you go to school, my lady? Nah, I'm just going to grab another sandwich from the gas station on the way. Are you sure, my lady? I have already had a meal packed for you. I guess so. Wait! Who are you and what are you doing in my house? Wait. Wait, who are you and why are you in my house? It's me, your humble servant for the day. Have you forgotten, my lady? Wait, Ryu? Indeed. You really did it? Of course I did, my lady. Your butler is a man of his word. I feel my heart beating practically. He did it. He really did it. You look so delectable. So would you like that piece of cake before we leave, my lady? How can you do this? Aren't you worried what people at school will think of you? The teachers will not bother me. And I do believe my own official fan club will be squealing with delight. To keep my word, I can tolerate this. More importantly, what do you think of me, my lady? Do I meet your expectations? Yeah, you meet them. You might even pass for one of my butlers back at the palace. Then I am most pleased. It warms my heart to see you so flushed with embarrassment. It makes you adorable, my lady. Huh? Would you like that cake? I'd normally just order my butler or Kenta to hand over the cake eat it and then order them to clean up afterward. With Rio, it just doesn't feel right. How about we share it? That's too big of a slice for me. I cannot. This is not my place. Did you do something to that cake? Of course not. I'd believe him if he still didn't have that smug grin on his face. Fine, I'll take one bite. One nibble, I lift only a microscopic chunk under my fork and take a bite. Way. It's not just good, it's delicious. With a little more work, it might even pass for the palace food. The yellow cake is moist and the syrup topping is just the right amount sweet. You made this? This isn't from some sort of specialty store. That would be unjust to you. A glacier settles in my gut. I get it. Even though he's taking the subservient position right now, my rival is still jockeying against me. He's made one thing clear. He knows how to bake and he is ready to give me a sound thrashing in the contest. I might have won the battle against Ryu, but I am not going to win the war. Do you like it? It's awful. This is by far the worst thing I've ever had. I should fire you. So you loved it. Shall we go? Fine. I'm going to show you what it means to be a servant to Airi Rimono. If I have no chance of beating him in the cooking contest, I need to make him so afraid of what I might win that he will back down. It's time for me to put Operation Overwhelming Shame into effect. I want a soda. Get me one. Of course, my lady. Can't lose. Here you are, my lady. What is this swill? Strawberry? Are you trying to poison me? It appears that my information on your taste was faulty. Please forgive me. Get me a Coke. Now. Of course. Here you go. What's with the attitude? My apologies, my lady. This is a Diet Coke. What are you trying to say? Nothing, my lady. My lady. That smarmy grin on his face and the way his indigo eyes sparkle tells it all. He hasn't lost any sort of traction yet. I resist smiling. Being able to keep up with me is a bad thing. If you want to keep this up, I will have to give you another order. I live to serve. Since I'm the smartest here, I don't need to polish up my skills, so today, instead of me raising my hand for every question, I want you to do it for every single question. I'll have him stand at the front of the class all day. He'll be so embarrassed that he'll reek of shame. I will comply. I hold off further orders. This one is going to be too good. Finally, the first question comes.
Who can tell me the answer to number 14?
Here it goes. Why do I feel pressure forcing my arm up? I can feel the soft touch of Rio's hand against mine as he pulls it up. What are you doing? Raising your hand for every single question.
Yes, Aru.
Oh, I walk up to the board and scribble the answer down for the question. Very good. You can sit down. I get up trying to do teachers' voices. Despite multiple attempts for me to get him to stop, Rio doesn't for the rest of the class. I'm mixed between unerring embarrassment and fiery rage by the time lunch comes around. Rio, I have a new order for you. And what is it, my lady? I want lunch. Already ahead of you, my lady. A servant is never ahead of their master. I guess we think too much alike, my lady. The thought of more of Ryu's home-cooked food is so tempting. Unlike before, the aroma that bubbles out of his lunch bag is enticing. I almost accept the delicacy wrapped package before I remember my operation. I don't want that. You don't. That's for the first time today, the smile on Ryu's face disappears for a second. I want something from the cafeteria. Anything in particular? I don't know. I've never been there. Get me what you think tastes good. Then I will stay here. I giggle at the joke, but snap it up quickly. Anything will do. I will return shortly. The second he's out of the room, I tear into the wrapping of the package and pull up the small Tupperware container of food. As I crack open the plastic, a wonderful scent of herbs radiates out. I can't identify what sort of chicken it is in this container, but I'm willing to give it a try and find it out. In the sides are steamed carrots, mashed potatoes, and another piece of this month's cake. Rio went all out for this. I frowned. I don't want to say that I expect this sort of excellence from my servants. Rio put a lot of time and effort into this. Touch. I thought maybe he'd put on a costume for a minute or so to humor me, but he's still wearing it, acting mostly like a real butler and everything. He puts his heart into everything he does. Everyone looks up to him, and with good reason. Rio is smart, handsome, passionate, and determined. Everyone sees me the same way. Right? No. Yes.
There she is.
Huh?
What are you doing with Ryu?
What are you talking about?
Yelling at him, forcing him to dress up for you, berating him in public, you make us sick.
Hand over what you're using to blackmail him. I'm not blackmailing him. There's no way he'd hang out with a little weirdo like you. The words sting, but I'm not going to let them get the better of me. But they may be right. I'm not a weirdo.
Please, you're the biggest weirdo I have ever seen.
I mean, look at that charm you have on your bag. It's a Cuba snake. It's good luck.
A snake like you.
I am not a snake. You should just go back to the school where you came from. You should just go back to the palace where you came from. You can't survive here. You can't even beat one stupid president. Stop it.
Irie the weirdo is gonna cry. She thinks she's so perfect, queen of the universe. Go home.
They're right. I'm just gonna keep losing out here. I'm not strong enough. I'm not tough enough. But I don't want to go back. I said I was gonna make it out here. I can't lose. I told my brother I would survive. They started advancing on me. I grabbed the meal Ryu prepared for me and backpedaled from the approaching girls. No, I'm staying here. What's going on in here? What's going on here?
Oh, Rio, don't worry. We're gonna force her to hand over the blackmail.
We'll get rid of that creep for you. Get out. I will not tolerate you badgering her. Stay back, Rio. This is my fight. I'm not letting anyone fight with my rival. I'm not allowing anyone to blame you for something that I forced you to do. I did so willingly. I'm trying to help you. So am I.
Whatever. Remember what we said, Irie.
They walk out almost unnoticed by me. I can't break my gaze from Ryu. You know they were right. I'm just a big weirdo who's ruining your life. They are mistaken. You're my first real rival. I'm not going to let some gossip or self-deluded girls think they can take that away. Rival? I'm not even in your league. You managed to get me dressed up as a butler for you. Harry, that's the first time I've ever lost in that game. I got lucky. I study on night Monday and Tuesday. And I only just beat you. Wow, I got so involved that my timer's going off. But this looks awesome. I'm gonna make a screenshot of that too. It looks so awesome. Anyway, I'm going to leave it off here. I'm going to keep playing until I find out when the end is. Anyway, if you like what you see, remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you hit the like button, you will have a fabulous day. Goodbye.